Hello everybody, it's me Pixella and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a gaming apartment build. So we're starting off with this very rectangular apartment. Again, I wanted to keep it consistent with the windows and the rest of the building. So we have these floor to ceiling windows, and then in this corner here is where we're gonna have our kitchen. It is a studio, but we do have some half walls to kind of give it some separation there. And then that little room that you see is obviously the bathroom. And the idea with this apartment was to build it for a young guy that loves to game. So everything gaming throughout the whole studio. So we're keeping it with dark colors. We have some dark floors as well as some black paint on the walls. Now for the kitchen, we are going with some dark cabinets and I believe, yes, a light counter to give it some contrast. We're going for a L-shaped kitchen. Well, more actually, I should say more of a U-shaped kitchen. So it's not too big, not too small, and that way we can use these counters here for, you know, an island where you can eat. That way we can avoid having a dining table. We can just use this instead. And now just adding some more storage, because especially in the studio, storage is very important. Now that little corner not corner, but this little area here that you see, the idea with it was to make it into that perfect gaming spot. So we're adding these modern looking desks. So this black and white just matches that vibe in the apartment. Of course, we just had to go for this gaming PC with a gaming chair. Now we are going to be switching up some color palettes. I think I started off with some green and then I decided let's make it red instead. Of course, we need a big giant TV that's way oversized for the size of the studio, but who cares, right? The bigger the better. So here I am struggling to choose a couch that looks modern yet is small enough, not too big for the space. So this is where I was saying that I started off with some green and I was like, you know what, actually I think red might be the color to go for this place. So we're adding some puffs and making this place comfortable where you can be lying there and watching movies or gaming as long as you want. And of course, we still want to make it somewhat cozy and not put our bare feet on these hardwood floors. So we are going with this rug, and this is the rug that inspired me to make everything red because I just really like the colors and I thought it was a very nice modern abstract rug. So we are now adding a table, and I would assume this is like a IKEA style table. So we're not going too fancy with this apartment, and most of the money is spent on that gaming setup, you know. So this is the end table. I thought it was pretty neat, and again with that bed I loved it because it had some red pops of color in there, so it matched the rest of the place. Now for this wall I added some extra privacy by adding this transparent thing on top. Now I added some white because I thought that that black wall throughout the whole wall in the back was maybe a bit too much, so I wanted to add a pop of color because either way it was most probably gonna get hidden by a bunch of posters later on. Now for the kitchen, we of course need some tiles or something in the backsplash so that we don't ruin these walls while we're cooking. So again, not a big noticeable difference. It's still pretty light, but now we have some sort of tiling. I added in the back over there just a little wardrobe, and I'm assuming the person that's living here is pretty minimalistic, so they won't need that many clothes. They're probably staying at home most of the time and gaming. So adding some decor here and there to make it look more homey, and some touches of red. And of course we need some big ass speakers for when we're watching our movies and gaming. We need top quality audio, obviously. And the fun part for me slowly begins. Now I am at the decorating stage. So we're adding some lighting, we're adding some posters, we're adding some toys, knickknacks here and there to just make it feel really lived in and gamer approved, I hope. So as I was saying, this white wall was going to get covered, and this is what I am talking about. And of course I had to include the It Takes Two game because it's so fun, so I just had to add that poster here. And then I really like this in the back because I was like, oh, it kind of blends in with the black wall and our red, so it just turns out perfect. And then we have a basketball, because I mean, I guess we can say that the person living here can be active at times. Now, I did want to make the space a bit more separated. Even though there's no bedroom technically because it's a studio, I still wanted it to give that privacy. So I found this separator here and I thought it matched perfectly. Now, at some point, I was debating whether it's a bit too dark with this black and red, if it was too matchy, but I ended up keeping it at the end. And I did really like these lockers in the back, so I kept them there for a bit until I decided what I wanted to do with them, which you'll come to find I just end up removing them. Now we are working on the bathroom while I still debate on what kind of decorations I can add to the rest of the place. So with the bathroom, just plain Jane simple. It is something that I want to improve on as I continue building all of these houses, apartments, etc. Because I don't know, I just don't like making bathrooms, so my bathrooms end up looking pretty basic in all of my builds. But we are adding a shower, so just again, typical shower, some black tiles to match the rest of the place, and a red sink again. Oh no, never mind, a black sink. I guess I didn't want to be too matchy. We are adding a toothpaste and some soap because we want to be clean, and just some other knickknacks. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. I will let you guys watch the remaining finishing touches here and there, and I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, let me know what you think, and if you have any other ideas for builds I can make. See you guys later. Bye.